Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's explainer is a little bit different. Instead of just sitting back and absorbing information, we're actually going to run through a quick, interactive mental workout derived directly from our source material. We're looking at 4 incredibly simple but highly effective exercises that are designed to seriously boost your brain power and focus. All right, let's dive right in. I'm challenging you right here, right now, to actively participate rather than just passively watch. This isn't just about understanding a concept. It's about actually putting it into practice immediately. So are you ready to level up your brain in just minutes a day? Let's get started. Here is the mental circuit we are about to conquer today. First, your brain is a muscle. Then, the speed test. Next, the blindfold challenge. After that, non-dominant hand power. Then, the color word challenge. And finally, your daily brain workout. All right, station 1. Your brain is a muscle. It's a really simple concept, but honestly, it is so powerful. The more you train your brain, the stronger it gets. And hey, if the word training automatically makes you think of some grueling, boring study routine, scratch that. We're talking about fun, dynamic challenges that are literally designed to supercharge your focus, your memory, and your thinking speed. Moving right along to station 2, the speed test. So, this involves something called the Schulte Table. Here's the deal. Step 1, you look at a grid of mixed up numbers from 1 to 25. Step 2, you have to find and tap each number in perfect sequential order. 1, then 2, then 3, all the way up to 25. And step 3 is where it gets crazy. You try to finish the whole thing in under 30 seconds. Now, spoiler alert, most people take well over a minute on their very first try. So I definitely urge you to search for a Schulte Table on your phone right after this explainer and just see where your baseline is. Now, you might be thinking, why put myself through the stress of a 30-second ticking clock? Well, it all comes down to the number 5. Just 5 minutes of doing this specific exercise every day will absolutely transform your focus, your visual scanning ability, and your raw cognitive processing speed. Talk about a massive return on investment for just 5 minutes of your time. Okay, station 3, the blindfold challenge. This sounds a bit wild, but it's incredibly effective. We're talking about doing really basic everyday tasks with your eyes completely shut. Seriously, I want you to literally pause this explainer for a second and try this out. Try writing your name on a piece of paper, or try drawing a basic perfect circle, or pull up a blank note on your phone and try typing your name, all without looking. It is surprisingly tough, right? Your first try is going to be a total mess, and honestly, that's exactly the point. What's fascinating here is what's actually happening inside your head. When you completely remove your sight, your brain kind of goes into overdrive. It scrambles to build entirely new neural pathways just to compensate. Doing this for just 2 minutes a day strengthens your spatial awareness like crazy. And the real-world benefits? You're looking at much better hand-eye coordination and way sharper mental recall for things like exams or, just remembering where you left your keys. It's basically weightlifting for your spatial memory. Next up, station 4, non-dominant hand power. This one is an absolute game changer, and it forces you way out of your physical comfort zone. You just start using your opposite hand for everyday stuff. So if you're right-handed, try using your left hand to brush your teeth, jot down notes, or scroll on your phone. And if you're a lefty, do the exact opposite and use your right hand. In fact, try using your opposite hand to interact with this explainer right now. Try to pause it or hit the like button. You really notice the intense, deliberate focus that struggle requires, don't you? It kind of feels like learning to walk all over again. And that struggle is the whole point. As our source beautifully puts it, it's building superhighways in your mind. When you force yourself to use your non-dominant hand, science shows you're actually forging brand new connections between the left and right hemispheres of your brain. After just 1 week of doing this every day, you'll genuinely start to notice better coordination, faster thinking, and a real boost in your problem-solving skills. All right, bringing us to station 5, the color word challenge. Now, this one is going to playfully mess with your mind. Here's your job. You're going to look at a list of color words, but each word is written in a totally different colored ink. Your goal is to say the color you see, not the word you read. So if the word red is written in blue ink, you have to say blue. It sounds super easy, right? But when you actually try it, there is this massive mental tug-of-war. Your brain automatically wants to read the word because you've been doing it your whole life. But you have to actively override that automatic impulse and focus only on the visual ink color. This brilliantly illustrates something called the Stroop Effect. It's a psychological phenomenon where overriding those automatic impulses, like reading a word, to focus on conflicting visual data, like the ink color, actually trains your brain's main control center. Practicing this mental tug-of-war for just 3 minutes a day builds absolute laser-sharp concentration. It helps you focus on command, block out distractions, and switch between complex tasks super fast, which is amazing whether you're studying for finals or gaming at a highly competitive level. And finally, station 6, your daily brain workout. So let's do a quick cool down and summarize this routine. Remember, your brain is your single most powerful tool, and these are the upgrades. You've got the Schulte Table for much faster cognitive processing. The blindfolded tasks are your secret weapon for building stronger spatial memory. Using your non-dominant hand bridges those brain hemispheres for better overall coordination. And the color word challenge uses the Stroop Effect to give you absolute laser focus. So here is your final homework assignment straight from our source material. I want you to pick just one of these exercises. Yep, you don't need to do all four, just pick one. And dedicate a mere 5 minutes to it today. That is literally all it takes to start building those superhighways in your mind. So I'm going to leave you with this. Which exercise are you going to try for 5 minutes today? Are you going to tackle the raw speed of the Schulte Table, test your senses with the blindfold, embrace the awkwardness of your non-dominant hand, or do some mental gymnastics with the color word challenge? Pick your challenge, go train that muscle, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.